People will think what they think. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Becca Marino and I am a soul mentor, guiding people back to the magic within their soul. Yesterday I was having a conversation with the 5-year-old I look after, and she was upset because her brother called her a name or something, called her disgusting, that was it. Said, you're disgusting. And she said to me, Becca, my brother said I'm disgusting. And I asked her, I said, do you believe you're disgusting? What do you think? She said, no, I'm not. I'm nice. I'm lovely. Okay, so does it matter what he's saying? Does it actually matter? Is it true? And she goes, no, it's not true. Okay then. And she settled in that and she was happy with that. But I want to expand a little bit more. It's not about like, oh, well, I don't care what other people think, like, oof, like, ugh, whatever, and you just brush it off in a very angry sort of, I don't give a shit what you think about me kind of way. It's that point of balance in the middle. So it's that point of balance there where it's like, people will think what they think. We can't stop them from thinking what they think. And let's take it one more step further. We can't stop ourselves thinking what we're thinking. I'm going to say that again. We cannot stop ourselves from thinking the thoughts that pop into our heads. And even the thoughts that come into our heads are not necessarily true. It's just a thought. It's a thought that you've grabbed onto, that's popped into your head, but it's not true. Because as humans, we get all sorts of thoughts, all sorts of thinking. I'm going to make a YouTube video, I'm a YouTube channel, I'm going to colour, I'm going to draw, I'm going to paint, I'm going to become a nanny, I'm going to be a soul mentor, or I'm not good enough, I deserve to die, I want to kill myself, or I'm anxious, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I don't like my job, I don't like this food, I eat too much, I don't eat enough, I exercise too much, I don't exercise enough, I sleep too much. And the list goes on and on and on. So many thoughts come into our heads. Thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts can pop into our heads every single day. It is all noise. All of those thoughts, they're just noise. When you take away the noise, who are you? What's left? When you take away the thought, what is left? There's no thought of, I am Becca, I'm supposed to be this way, I'm supposed to be that way, I need to get it right, I need to do X, Y, Z. There is just peace. There is that formless energy of who I really am at my core, that I am. When you take thought away, there is a silence, there is a gentleness when you take thought away. And I'm not saying thought is the bad guy, because it's absolutely not. Thought is a gift. It is a creative gift from the universe, from the power that created life, that created us, that, allows us to be human, to play out with free will, with choices, with options. What happens is, when we believe limiting thoughts, when we believe uncomfortable thoughts to be true, that first thought, then it's like a spider diagram. It creates more thinking of that first initial thought. And then what happens is, with that first initial thought and then all the rest that's around it, the additional thinking of the first thinking, we forget that middle one, the one in the middle, we think it's real. We take it and say, no, this is reality, and this is what I think about this reality. I think I'm not good enough. And I'm not good enough means I can't do anything. And I'm not good enough means I should X, Y, Z. What is actually true is that first thought, that first initial thought, is a thought. It is not true. The truth is we are feeling our thinking in the moment. So if we have one concrete thought that we've held on to and we've created a life, a story of what that means on that first story, on that first thought, it's like this is the rock, and then we make little pebbles out of it. But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. They're made of the same substance. There's nothing different between them. One just looks very real and true. And the rest, it's like, yeah, that's thought, but this is not. This is true. I am insecure. I am X, Y, Z. It's not true. You take away thought, there would be no experience. You wouldn't be able to feel these things. You wouldn't be able to feel excited or happy or insecure or anxious or fear. None of those things, none of those feelings, those emotions would be able to be felt if we didn't have thought. So what's this got to do with people think what they think? And how does that help you? How can it help you in your life when people say things and do things in their world? Well, what's helped me is seeing that we live in separate realities. We live in our thought-created realities. We live in what we believe to be true. So I live in my world of what I believe to be true, what I'm believing, the thoughts that I'm believing. And there are helpful thoughts and unhelpful thoughts. So I have a deeply rooted, grounded thought and belief that I am peace. At my core, at my true nature, I am peace, and I live from there. And then there are times where thoughts pop into my head saying, I'm not good enough to make a YouTube channel. Who's going to want to work with me as a soul mentor? No one's going to want to do that. And when those thoughts come in, I know they're not true. I know that those thoughts are not true because it doesn't match with my true nature of who I am in the formless. It can't possibly be true. So when other people say things that seem hurtful or not nice, what's happening is that's where they are. They cannot do any better in that moment from with the thinking they're having, with the reality they're living in. If for example, somebody's reality is everyone's always against me and I need to defend myself, then they will be a very defensive person, and they will take that anything said to them, they will feel the need to defend, and they'll be in defensive mode. And so if you're doing something or saying something, they can only react in that way, in what makes sense to them. So if what other people think cannot be true, and what you think cannot be true, then what is true? What is the ultimate fundamental truth? It is that we live in a thought-created reality, and people will think what they think. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a lovely, beautiful day, and see you somewhere soon. Bye.